How would you make New York a greener apple?
I think just more events like this one, where we have schools working together to spread the greener message, will help tremendously.
I would just change all of my products in all the supermarkets to be eco-friendly so that we wouldn't have to use toxins that are bad for us and the environment.
Keep going with all the stuff that our school is doing, because I feel that a lot of what our school is doing influences people and kind of spreads everything, but also really helps New York City as a whole.
I would bicycle more, and I would eat locally, and I would avoid eating animal products.
How would you make New York a greener apple?
I would say even cleaner, greener, better public transportation.
You know, we don't really have many gardens around the city. I mean, we've got Central Park, and that's great, but I think compost piles, our family has a compost pile. So I think that's kind of my contribution, my 2 cents in the pot. Just getting people to turn off their lights more, because, I mean, if you look at it from an airplane, you can see there's so many lights on at night. So getting people to just conserve electricity.
So you're not going to get any more passionate advocates than 1.1 million New York City school children who are interested in this because it's the right thing to do. They have no other agenda than doing the right thing.
I know Bloomberg's doing a really good job with recycling, but a lot of buildings still aren't recycling properly. And also with techno trash, which is something we're very involved in, that's extremely important because I see all the time TVs, keyboards just being thrown out when they could be properly recycled.
Only buy products from companies that are making them in a responsible way.
How would I make it a greener apple? I would get everybody to just do one thing that cuts down their carbon footprint.
Oh wow, every single school in the city would have a green roof.
I would just spread the word throughout the community like we're doing today.
How would it make it cleaner?
Greener.
Greener? I think maybe making all the cars hybrids, or most of them at least, and not littering.
Provide food in schools based on the seasons. Eat in season. So eat green apples when they're in season and don't eat them when they come from Chile.
To continue to reduce some of the cars on our streets.
How would you make New York a greener apple?
I would start by putting green roofs on every building.
Better solar advocacy, better policies on the government level, I think.
There's thousands of the littlest things, a shorter shower, recycling, etc., but ultimately it's student activism.
Well, I'm going to start with relighting my apartment completely.
I'm going to start using reusable canvas bags in the grocery store.
I try and organize people as best as possible to make the greatest impact against climate change as you can.
Get the younger kids on board.
How would you make New York a greener apple?
By doing more conferences like this and getting more people knowing about the cause.
I would do my part to make New York a greener apple, and I would help others to understand how they can do their part.
We would encourage that it's a group thing and not really just individual people, but everybody can be involved and that everybody should be included.
I would do everything I can to get your school to join the Green Schools Alliance.
A greener apple. I would love to see more bikes and less cabs.
Oh, it's perfect.
I would make sure that all of the New York City schools are recycling, composting, and eliminating styrofoam trays in the cafeterias.
Our biggest challenge in the New York City school system is to figure out the things that we're doing and drive them down to the staff and student level and really have students internalize these lessons and make them understand how important these things are in their day-to-day living. So if we can teach the kids about what's important and provide them the framework and set some goals for them, that's going to make a tremendous difference.